There are no elbows, anywhere, anytime, okay? Consider this your first and only warning, okay? You can round kick them in the legs and the body. You cannot stop.
Your first fighter from the blue corner, please put your hands together for Xavier Oliver. Introducing to you his opponent, please put your hands together for Joseph Nagy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for your Warrior Extreme Cage Fighting formal introductions. The following contest is being brought to you by Deja Vu, right here in Ypsilanti, home of our official after party happening here tonight. Introducing your fighters. First, fighter to my right. Coming to us in the gray trunks, trimmed in black. He stands in at 6 feet exactly, weighing 152 pounds. A freestyle mixed martial artist, mixed with Taekwondo, proudly representing on behalf of Eastern Michigan Eastern Michigan University Mixed Martial Arts. On behalf of Greg Sizemore, put your hands together for Xavier Oliver. Introducing his opponent across the cage, man to my left. Tonight, he is out of the red corner. He too in the gray and black trunks. Coming to us at 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing 151 pounds. A freestyle mixed martial artist, putting his 3-1 record on the line here tonight on behalf of Trevor Morris, Corey Green, and James Holloway for Sadistic Warfare Fight Team. Put your hands together for Joseph Nagy. Say hello to the lovely Kayla Wall, making her way around for round one action.
We are moments away from that cage door closing and our first fight of the night. Referee in charge, Don Richard. Xavier in the gray trunks. Joseph in the also gray trunks. This is going to get complicated, isn't it?
We'll handle it, fellas.
Right. Blue gloves on Xavier, so. Oh, no fighter doesn't look. Doesn't look very rattled.
Looks extremely relaxed.
Nice body kick.
Yeah. See a little bit of that Taekwondo in him.
He got clipped there, though.
Yeah, he did. And you got to honor that with a fighter who's already knocked somebody out. Ooh, that's pretty deep.
I can't tell. Is that arm in? Or is he? Nope.
They just separated.
Extremely calm for his first fight.
Yeah.
Extremely calm.
Probably has some Taekwondo tournaments under his belt, though, because he looked like he defaulted straight to that Taekwondo when he got tagged. And then he went to his grappling. So there's obviously some wrestling as well.
Let's hit it. Let's hit it.
Couple of nice shots from Nagy.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's double that up now.
A couple more inches up, that might have been a curtain call.
Especially, see Joseph carrying his hands a little bit at his shoulders. If he goes high, yeah, that could be good night for sure.
I think Coach Greg Sizemore heard us right there.
Yeah. Yeah, 6 foot.
Ooh,
Nice
that is a tall 135 pounder.
Yeah, these guys actually fighting at a walking weight of 150 instead of actually cutting to their 135 because it was a late match. Nice cross, too.
Yeah, Nagy's going to have to be careful because he keeps coming in with his chin in the air, and that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, also you can see Xavier carrying his hands, protecting his jaw, where Joseph's hands are below his shoulders most of the time.
You know what I like to see is the fact that Xavier is throwing relatively a lot of straight punches for being a debuter. You see him a lot coming out with the winging punches. You know, he's doing a really good job keeping his punches straight.
With the dexterity of Xavier, I would assume that he's got some knees too in a cage like this, especially clinching up. Both these guys so calm. First fight of the night, no jitters at all.
Get your right hand out. Get your right hand out. There you go. Straight uppercut. There you go. Yep. Get on him.
Interesting little headlock maneuvers there.
Switch kick. Switch kick. Switch kick, Xavier.
Oh, they're looking for the liver. They're saying switch kick. Obviously, a southpaw carries the liver forward.
Good, yep.
Yeah, they
Nice shot down the pipe by Xavier.
the liver kick's been landing multiple times though. I mean, so the body kick as well. But I
The
mean,
body kick, yeah. The problem is that he's kicking with it. Oh, wow.
Nice little flirty at the end of the round for Nagy.
Yeah, you know, fairly close round, but I'd say Joseph landed probably more clean stuff, but I'm not sure. How do you see it, Josh?
I see it the same way as you. A lot of back and forth action, but I think the bulk of the strikes that were landed by Nagy. Very competitive first round, however.
Yeah, how about you? What do you got, Drew?
I agree with you guys as well. You know, I think that you know, he was Xavier started getting off eventually, but I think Nagy was winning the majority of the exchanges, and he had Xavier backing up, you know, a lot of times too. You know, had his back on the cage, you know. So I give that one a very, very close one to Nagy that round.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. I think that he landed with a little bit more efficiency, probably a little bit more often as well. The only catch is those kicks to the body. Even though we're not necessarily scoring them as high as the straight shots to the face, they could also be good going into the second and third rounds as far as getting your opponent tired.
Yeah, it takes a lot out of you.
And not only that, you think about once you start getting tired, you're like, okay, well, he's killing my body. You drop my hands a little bit, and then here we come over top.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen that head kick yet because it's been there. Especially with Taekwondo, you know that he's going to have head kicks.
Circle off. Circle away, Xavier. Yep. Good. There it is, Xavier. Hands up, buddy. Circle away, Xavier. Circle away.
Got to set up that kick.
Yeah, even with the punches, it's like they're almost strolling back in and out. They're not throwing their way in. Nice counter.
Stay on him. He's hurt. Xavier, get on him now.
Once again, Nagy leading with his chin up and got tagged.
This is why I'm
Xavier's
very against that.
Xavier's a hook and ankle right here, keep him from going over.
Yeah.
Because if he gets turned over here, if he got turned over right there, we're in a bad position with his butt on the cage like that. He needs to walk him over. There he goes.
Yeah, this is exactly why I'm so firmly against these headlock throws.
Joseph Nagy fighting from bottom though, man.
High risk, high risk.
And this is an exhausting place to be. Oh, that's the back of the head.
Nice control from Xavier. Calm.
Yeah, but there's
Big
not
shot.
enough damage so far. Like, you know, Joseph is punching back totally from the bottom.
Yeah, but that's not, you know, when you're mounted, I don't think you want to trade punches.
I'm just
oh,
saying
nice transition.
I don't think anybody's expecting that.
No, I don't think it was a very good move.
I think he needs to regain himself right now.
Oh, that arm just
And
sliding
extended, but
Look at that. He actually regained that arm. Oh, and he gave up on it when he would have had it.
Not a bad transition back to though.
No, not at all.
I was actually gonna start. I was starting to think he should start calling to regain position, get mount again.
Yeah.
Because he was losing that arm.
Yeah, he was. The arm was sliding back in though. When he actually decided to transition back, the elbow was past the cup.
yeah, that was one of the dangers with, you know, throwing those, extending your arms from the bottom, throwing those punches as opposed to looking for escape. He almost got his arm taken off by Xavier. But now he's got a body triangle to deal with. That's always a tough spot to be in.
Especially with somebody 6 foot tall at 135. That's a long-legged man.
Yeah, he's so tall that even with a body lock, he just turned in there. I'm a little bit surprised why Joseph would have tried taking the fight to the ground at all. Because he lost this round for sure.
He might have got hurt coming in on the exchange. I think he got clipped and maybe was trying to regather himself by putting Xavier on his back. But like you said, that backfired, and he definitely was on the short end of the stick in that round.
Yeah. Well, one thing we know is Joseph has been in the third round before. Out of his 3 fights, he's won 1 by submission, 1 by knockout, which leaves 1 fight that went the distance to a decision. So we know he's been here before, but the question is, was he mounted for an extended period of time like he was here today?
Well, I mean, that's a good question, but I mean, I think, being a veteran of how many fights? 4, you said?
Yes.
He definitely, right here is, like I said, someone who's been before. So, like, right now, this gentleman, Xavier, has never been here before. He's never been in a cage at all before. So, I mean, I think the veteran should know what to do in this situation,
The question is always, has he been training while he was fighting, or has he been fighting and then realized after he took his first loss, I probably should start training?
Well, I'm going to guess being one of James Holloway's guys, he's going to come in prepared. If he's under James, he's going to be prepared. And he should be, cardio looks fine with both gentlemen.
Yeah.
They both don't look at the breathing too heavy. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to see here, but I mean, like we were just saying, Xavier needs to set that head kick up. It is there on the feet. I have her 1 round apiece. I don't know about you gentlemen, but.
Yeah, I think the winner of this round wins the fight.
Yeah, I agree. Winner takes it all right here. First round was not as clear as the second, but I have a tie going into this round.
Let's go, Xavier. Let's finish. Let's finish. Yeah.
Seemed like it worked better for Joseph when he was kicking less and striking more.
Yeah, you can see he drops his hands when he was throwing those kicks, and that's just asking Xavier to throw that 2 down the pipe.
Yeah, when he kicks his way in, things don't work quite as well. He's much, much better when he pumps that jab on his way in.
Yeah, he's had a lot of success throwing his hands, in numbers, but at the same time, when he's doing that, he's leading with his chin in the air, and he's been clipped a couple of times.
Joseph's just keep walking forward.
Yeah.
I mean, he's throwing
Hopefully
punches.
he doesn't try that takedown again here.
Throw that foot in the front. Look for your hip toss. Uppercut. Xavier, turn into him. Xavier. Xavier, there you go. Yeah. Uppercut. There you go. Xavier, turn more into him. There you go.
Oh, he listened to his corner.
Hands up.
Joseph's corner was screaming, let go of him, push away.
Yeah, Joe needs to start putting those hands together and just keep walking him down.
Yeah.
He would win the
He's landed
fight.
some good shots so far, and to be honest with you, Xavier looks a little tired right now.
Yeah, mouth is open, bleeding a little bit out of the nose.
Yeah.
Xavier, don't turn your head. Xavier.
This could be trouble. That he's locking up that guillotine without an arm.
I think that Xavier has a good angle with it right now. He's walking away pretty nicely. I think he has the right angle to stay out of it.
Yeah.
Grab his legs, Xavier.
But if Joe throws his hip into it,
Yeah.
he can make that guillotine a really bad night.
But a guy that much taller than you, you're not going to finish it standing.
Oh, some blood just spluttered a little bit.
Yeah. Some splatter. We got blood already. First, and this, I know we're just on fight number 1, so start talking about matchmaking already might be a little premature, but this is what you get. A lot of people look at the card and say, this 0-0 guy versus a 3-1 guy. Is that a good matchup?
Oh,
Wow.
nice lead right.
Joseph is definitely trying to win this round and pushing the pace.
Yeah, he needs to keep walking him down. He's winning the fight.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Drew, you got the formula. Keep walking him down, throw those hands in bunches, and
Yeah, I would skip on the kicks.
I wish I had that formula about a month ago.
30 seconds, Xavier. Go. Go. Go, Xavier.
both guys' corners screaming for them to go because there's about 30 seconds left, and
They
this
gotta
fight is
go.
still up for grabs.
Xavier, let's go. Xavier.
Yeah, Joseph has more gas in the tank, but
Joseph is leading that lead right hook. He is landing that all night.
yeah.
10 seconds in the third and
We
final
got,
round.
we got a bleeder and they're by us. Takedown. I don't think that takedown is relevant.
No, I don't think so either. It's going to be interesting how they scored it because the third round was pretty clearly for me, for Joseph. The second round for me was pretty clearly for Xavier. The first round is the one that we're we both had it for Joseph, or all three of us had it for
Yeah,
Joseph.
yeah.
But none of us were like strongly convinced.
I think the fact that he was winning the majority of the exchanges in the first round he had Xavier backing up a lot in the first round. I think that was what I think the judges do a great job. The Bedford family does a great job with judging. I think they would see it the same way we do. But if it goes to the other side, I wouldn't be too shocked either, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I do think that Joe did enough to win the first round.
Yeah.
Definitely lost second, third round for sure.
Yeah.
So I think that he's gonna get the nod here. But like I said, I wouldn't be
It's always
shocked
tricky
either
when it
way.
goes to the judges, yeah.
Let's give a quick shout out to these guys, sponsors. Nagy wanted to give a shout out to Optimum Nutrition, ABB Performance, Scratch Shoulder, and a Vengeance MMA gear.
And then Xavier coming in with cage approval. Very, very good first fight of the night. And if I'm a coach, I'm very happy. I have a ton of footage. So we're going to go to Joey for the official decision.
All right, fight fans, one more time for both of these competitors inside this cage, right here, right now. It takes a lot to go all 3 rounds, pound for pound, putting it down. In Ypsilanti, Michigan, here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, your judges have scored the match 28-29 across the board for your winner by unanimous decision, Joe Nagy!